Welcome back, everyone, to Money Show's Virtual Expo. Thank you so much for being here. We are pleased to welcome Ilan Sobel. He is the CEO of BioHarvest Sciences. He is driven to create products that deliver human utility value. He brings a wealth of hands-on experience, business acumen, a leadership expertise in building large-scale businesses and billion-dollar brands, including a very strong ability to access C-level executives. Ilan, thank you so much for being here. It's all yours.
Thank you very much, Mark, and welcome to everybody. This is definitely going to be a very interesting 30-minute ride for all those people that have taken the time today to be with us. I can promise you that. The theme of the overall conference is around different investment strategies. And today, as CEO of BioHarvest Sciences, a unique role that I have the privilege of, I'm going to be sharing with you a very unique investment opportunity that is at the cutting edge of three critical trends that are addressing our industry today and are addressing consumers today. The first trend we're going to be really hitting really hard is this massive trend of disruptive innovation to drive transformational health and wellness solutions for consumers. The second trend is how you do this in a way where you can be differentiated with unique composition and being a low-cost producer in your industry. And thirdly, being able to do this in a way that delivers on a unique promise to ensure that we keep the planet and deliver the planet in a better condition to our children and our grandchildren. And that's ensuring that sustainability is at the core of the technology that we bring to the marketplace. So these are three areas I'm going to touch on by sharing with you the power of the platform technology that we've developed as a biotech company, which is really disrupting a number of different specific verticals as we bring the power of the plant to the people with our disruptive technology. So quick forward-looking statements. You can read this faster than I can talk about this. And I think now we'll commence the presentation. So who is BioHarvest Sciences? Many of you may not know who we are, but ladies and gentlemen, we are the global leaders in plant cell biology. The company has been around for 15 years, and no other company out there is able to unlock the secrets of cellular plant biology in a way that we can in order to bring the world the next generation of science-based therapeutics. We have an amazingly strong IP portfolio, multiple patents across critical geographic jurisdictions. All of our patents are process, composition, and utility, and we address a significant addressable market as we really bring the power of all the active phytomedicinal compounds in plants in their full spectrum way to the world. What is the problem that we're solving? At BioHarvest Sciences, we understand that Mother Nature provides active medicinal compounds that are so critical for the human body, for our overall health and wellness. And she provides this, Mother Nature provides this in the best overall molecular composition. But unfortunately, Mother Nature provides these active phytomedicinal compounds inefficiently as a result of different degrees of rain and sunlight. And when man has got involved with technology, unfortunately, we fail to deliver, and we are very challenged with consistency, we're challenged with cost, we're challenged to make sure we do this in a way which addresses the sustainability demands that many industries are under today. So we at BioHarvest Sciences, we have invested today $60 million over the last 15 years to develop a unique platform technology, which we call BIO Plant Cellicitation. This technology is the only industrial scale platform technology that is able to bring patentable plant-based therapeutic solutions to the marketplace, which do the following three things. Number one, We maintain the original natural compound structure of the active phytomedicinal compounds in the plant. So we are non-GMO. Number two, we are full spectrum. So through our technology, we take all the polyphenols from a specific a fruit, like a red grape or an olive or a pomegranate, or we take all the cannabinoids from a specific strain of the cannabis flower. So we are full spectrum. We believe in the power of the entourage effect or the systematic effect in delivering the optimal health and wellness solution. And importantly, we are consistent and repeatable. And we do all of this, ladies and gentlemen, yes, without having to grow the plant. We take the plant once with our platform technology. We take cells from the plant through multiple stages in its life cycle. Through a unique AI process, we are able to choose the right cells for us to grow, starting in Petri dishes and then moving into massive industrial scale bioreactors. These cells contain the critical phytomedicinal compounds, and we're able to grow these cells and their active compounds with the following 5 key factors. Number one, we have unique consistency, fingerprint consistency, so important in the health and wellness world. Number two, we have aseptic cleanliness. We grow in aseptic bioreactors. There's no issues around pathogens, no issues around solvents or heavy metals. Number three, we have very unique composition. Through our platform technology, we were able to increase the levels of the polyphenols or the antioxidants or the cannabinoid levels. And we have very unique ratios and very unique composition levels. Number four, you will not find better sustainability credentials in a technology. Sustainability is at the core. We use a fraction of the land, a fraction of the water, and a fraction of the electricity. And ultimately, this allows us to deliver a highly soluble, bioavailable end product with the lowest cost of manufacturing and an amazing capital efficiency. So just to kind of give you a few factoids, in the cannabis world, we today produce cannabis at roughly 65 to 70% lower than the best production experts, cannabis companies in North America. We also do it with a cost of capital per ton of manufacturing of roughly 1/7. So it costs us literally 1/7 less to actually put in place the capital to build factories compared to indoor cannabis manufacturing. These are breakthrough elements that describe the true potential of our platform technology as we leverage the power of the plants to bring this to consumers for health and wellness solutions. We have a significant addressable market. Today, we operate in nutraceutical business and in cannabis. And in the future, we will continue to build out new verticals for the company as we apply our technology across different components of the plant kingdom. Our platform technology is able to mirror nature. And in fact, we're able to do more. We're able to enhance nature by increasing the levels of the critical polyphenols or cannabinoids that are found in the natural composition in the plant itself. And we've been able now to actually validate our technology across a number of different platforms. In the case of red grapes, we have a full spectrum composition of polyphenols. We increase the pie seed resveratrol by 100 times more than the actual grape itself. In our olive cells, we have a very unique polyphenol as part of our complex of polyphenols, verboscoside glycoside, where we increase 5 times. Similarly, in pomegranates, we have a number of polyphenols, but the key polyphenol, which is the PGG polyphenol, we increase by 10 times. And in the cannabis world, with the strains that we're bringing to market, we're able to increase minor and major cannabinoids at significant factors. Our technology is very simple. We take the plant once, we isolate the key phytomedicinal compounds, we grow them in cells, we create a cell bank to ensure that if we ever need to, we can go back to the cell bank and ensure consistency. We grow in 3 weeks the cells in bioreactors, and we're left with a very highly soluble bioavailable end product once we dry these cells. The first product that we developed in the marketplace is a very unique product that we call VINIA. VINIA is based on the French paradox. The French paradox talks about the fact that the French people have a very fatty diet, lots of pâtés and lipids, but very good cardiovascular health. When they went to understand what it was inside the actual, what was driving this excellent cardiovascular health, they realized it was from 2 to 3 glasses of red wine every single day. And inside the red wine, the scientists understood it was from a combination of polyphenols, specifically piceid resveratrol, together with a matrix of other polyphenols. Our technology, we took the red grape, we were able to increase the piceid resveratrol by 100 times versus what's found in the red grape, and together with a matrix of other polyphenols, catechin, quercetin, anthocyanins, and tannins, we're able to deliver an amazing soluble bioavailable product that has been tested in multiple clinical trials, all published in peer-reviewed scientific journals with amazing results. In our clinical trials, we're able to demonstrate that we can increase flow-mediated dilation of one's arteries by more than 70% versus baseline for people that consumed VINIA, 1 capsule every day for 3 months. And as a result of these clinical trials, we are able to sell our product in the US with a number of structure function claims according to FDA guidelines, talking about how we support heart health, blood pressure already within normal levels, improve significantly blood circulation, physical energy as a result of increased blood flow, and the increased delivery of oxygen, as well as nutrients to the body tissues and organs, as well as driving mental alertness, because the product itself gets below the blood-brain barrier and is able to drive increased circulation to your head, as well as the ability to prevent lipid oxidation of LDL cholesterol. We have the product today. We're a revenue-based company. We have a significant business in Israel as well as in the US, and we're busy now scaling the business in the US as a result of recently building a major 20-ton facility here in Israel, specifically to start the scaling of our business in the US. We've given very clear revenue guidance to the marketplace for this year that we're going to deliver $5 to $7 million of VINIA sales for the 2022 year. We are well on our way to deliver on this guidance, and that's because we really have a product that, based on our clinical trials, delivers. We have a verified rating on today, more than 740 reviews of 4.8 out of 5. We sell it today as a supplement. Tomorrow we'll be getting into gummies as well as protein bars. We also have a very unique pipeline of cells, olive cells, focused on cholesterol management, reducing LDL, improving HDL, which will be launched in 2023. And we will be launching pomegranate cells into the marketplace in 2024, all focused on inflammation as well as on cognitive health. Okay, so this, ladies and gentlemen, is how we've applied our platform technology to the polyphenol antioxidant vertical. 3 years ago, we decided that we were going to test our technology on probably the most challenging plant in the plant kingdom, which was cannabis. And ladies and gentlemen, what we have done in the cannabis market up until today is we have broken biological barriers. We have made biological history in a way that we are going to massively disrupt the cannabis marketplace. And I'm going to share with you now a few charts to help you understand the gravity of the application of our technology to a market which has tremendous growth in its heels, focusing specifically on the North American market. When we look at the market right now today, we are heavily engaged in driving partnership discussions in North America and in Israel with cannabis companies as well as pharma companies leveraging the power of our technology. And we're in this unique situation because the industry really is looking for a level of disruption. There is significant growth today in the industry and what will be for the next 10 years and beyond as we start to see more legalization across multiple states. But we're not seeing this reflected in the valuation of companies in the cannabis space? Well, with our disruptive technology, we will drive a transformational change in the value creation in the industry. And that's because we're delivering on what consumers are looking for. Consumers today are more discerning than ever. They are looking for better value and new experiences with less disposable income in the recreational side. On the medicinal side, consumers are looking for better solutions with increased substitution from pharma to cannabis for major areas such as ADHD, ADD, asthma, pain management, just general challenges from an overall mental health perspective. We're starting to see significant substitution, and these consumers are looking for consistency around the cannabis that they are purchasing for these specific indications, and very unique composition of cannabinoids to specifically address each individual indication from a health and wellness perspective. When we look at the market today, cannabis operators are being impacted and squeezed from every side. We see significant price compression in the marketplace as a result of competition. We need to innovate to differentiate in the marketplace. The cost of capital today is increasing significantly. We need to rethink agriculture. We need to bring a level of technology which redefines the agricultural process on how we actually produce the highest quality form of cannabis in a consistent and clean way. We need to address the major sustainability headwinds that are facing the industry as a result of significant water and specifically energy utilization. And that will require technology to drive sustainability wins. And importantly, the industry today is facing massive increase in costs as a result of the energy utilized in the current agricultural manufacturing process. And we have to use technology to drive down the cost of production. Our biotech technology, leveraging the power of our BIO Plant Cellicitation technology, platform technology, is able to really be a game changer to be able to disrupt the industry and deliver in each of these areas. From an innovate to differentiate perspective, we are the only company in the world that is able to grow trichomes in liquid media in bioreactors. So on the left-hand side, we have a beautiful cannabis plant with trichomes. You can see them sticking out. On the right-hand side, you see trichomes growing in our bioreactors. Yes, we grow full spectrum, non-GMO trichomes in our bioreactor. And in fact, ladies and gentlemen, to drive massive differentiation, we grow 93% trichome. On the right-hand side, you will see our trichomes with a level of density of trichomes versus the plant of 100 to 200 times greater compared to what you see in nature. We don't have to grow the whole plant for 10 to 14 weeks. We are in perpetual flowering in our bioreactors, and every 3 weeks we harvest 93% trichomes. We are basically growing a product that you call today bubble hash. We have today very unique composition. We have product today that has significant levels of key major cannabinoids, THCA, CBDA, CBGA, as well as other important, I should say, minor cannabinoids at significant levels, such as THCV, CBDV, CBC, and terpenes. And the product that we will be bringing to market has actual cannabis levels and ratios that are not seen collectively today in the plant itself, which allows us to be able to really focus on delivering a unique recreational experience, as well as specific fine-tuning of our product towards specific medicinal indications. Our product, and you can see some of our products here in the circle, and on the right-hand side here, you can see a very versatile product that allows us to innovate and allows us to bring a number of different product innovation, disruptive product innovation to the marketplace in the edible space, as well as in the beverage space, and also ensure that our product is able to be utilized for more traditional forms of cannabis consumption, such as flower and pre-rolls, and just generally utilizing the cannabis itself for smoking, from a more flower-like overall pre-roll approach, plus obviously being able to utilize it for vapes, as well as other tinctures and oils and concentrates. The product itself is extremely versatile, and we have the ability to bring a number of disruptive product forms to the marketplace, which we will be bringing and sharing with our investor partners over the next few months. We rethink agriculture. We are able to literally leveraging the power of our technology. We are able to build massive cannabis output at prices the market has not seen before from an overall cost of capital. For $4 to $5 million from a greenfield perspective, only 1,200 square meters of land, and for those people in North America, think 12,000 square feet, we can produce 30 plus metric tons of cannabis per year. This is a cost of capital that has never been seen in the industry, and is 7 times less than what it costs current indoor multi-state operators today. Sustainability-wise, we are rethinking sustainability when it comes to water productivity. Literally, when we look at the grams of dry flower per gallon of water, we are able to produce 54 times more. When it comes to electricity productivity and look at the grams of cannabis per kilowatt, we're able to produce 8 times more. When we look at production intensity, which is the grams of dry flower per square foot of canopy over 12 months, we're able to produce 19 times more. And when it comes to carbon intensity, we utilize 8 times less. So here you understand the gravity as it relates to the consumer disruption, the overall manufacturing costs. And then when we look at it from an overall everyday manufacturing cost, because we are only literally, it's a 3 to 4 week cycle versus let's call it a 10 to 14, 15 week cycle for the best cannabis operators out there. When it comes to looking on a per square meter basis, an average indoor grow with 1,000 watt lights will deliver 1 kilo 5 times a year. That's 5 kilos a year. Our bioreactors deliver 8 kilos 14 times a year. That's 112 kilos. And that allows us to deliver a COGS at scale, which is 60 to 75% lower than the industry benchmark as we start to hit 10 tons, and it gets better when we get to 20 tons and above. So here you understand the power of the technology that we have and its ability to address all the major pain points that the current operators in the industry are facing. And currently, we're in a process to find the right partners in the North American market. We have a very interesting approach we started a few months ago on how we're choosing the right anchor partners to partner with in North America to leverage the power of our technology. We have an amazing team of very, very experienced people across critical disciplines as it relates to leveraging the power of across our management team, 25 plus years of experience in biotech and in pharma across the critical disciplines of CTO, R&D, head of regulatory affairs. And we've really built a very strong commercial machine to be able to bring our products to the marketplace. I'm going to stop now. I've spoken for 23 minutes, and I'm sure I've conjured up a lot of questions. I'm going to hand it over to Mark to ask me any questions.
All right, thank you so much for that presentation and for joining us today. We had a viewer write in. They say a previous speaker mentioned that psilocybin or cannabis drugs pose LP challenges for pharma companies. How might these products address that?
So in the context of psilocybin, I think you were mentioning there, and cannabis, I'll talk more specifically around cannabis for us. What's very unique about what we have in the power of our platform technology, which is actually why pharma companies we're really starting to kind of get on the radar of pharma companies, is because we are able to produce with a level of repeatability and consistency, which is so important for pharma companies. And in addition, because of how our technology works and the fact that we're able to increase the levels of whether it's polyphenols or proteins or antioxidants or cannabinoids, we increase the levels versus what you find in the plant, and we alter the ratios. We have the ability to patent our unique composition. So all of a sudden you have the critical factors which really is so important for pharma companies, which is repeatability, patentability, and of course, scalability from a cost structure, which is why, Mark, today you have some pharma companies out there, and whether it's, to address the major challenges you've seen from the opioid crisis as a result of dealing with the perils of synthesized compounds, singular isolates, you are starting to see pharma companies, forward-thinking, on the edge, pharma companies realizing that it's time to go back to the plant and to be able to leverage the power of the plant to address major palliative indications that currently singular isolates synthesized have not been able to adequately address. Think mental health, think the opioid crisis as a result of pain management. And BioHarvest Sciences is the only company out there that has the capability to bring the full spectrum power of the plant to the pharma companies in a consistent, repeatable way that can be patented and actually rolled out as botanical drugs in the marketplace according to FDA guidelines. So this is obviously an area that our technology, we're looking at very, very seriously to apply our technology as we start to engage in those discussions with pharma companies.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much. We had another question here. What other types of plant cells are interesting for future products?
We've been very, very disciplined to be very focused on our existing verticals. The polyphenol antioxidant world in the context of, we have our red grape cells, we have our olive cells, we have our pomegranate cells. There are other cells that we've looked at, other, let's call it plants or fruits. For example, looking at black currants, blackberries, which are very, very high in antioxidant levels, which have, again, unique indications. When we look across the plant kingdom, we are, and we've publicly shared this, that we are looking at other kinds of verticals which go into areas like psychedelics, because, you have many succulents today which have unique polyphenols in them that address in their full spectrum construct that can address, we believe, major mental health indications. Also looking at the powers of traditional Chinese medicine, looking at proteins. We've been also clear to say we can produce proteins that contain all the amino acids, leveraging our technology. So these are all areas that we are looking at as we look at embarking on a third vertical for the company. Obviously, right now, we're scaling massively our VINIA business. We have a significant user base, which is a very, very high, active base on subscription with recurring revenue in the US, a market that it just has just enormous potential. And then obviously with what we're doing in cannabis, the opportunity is just so significant. So, in a world of where resource prioritization is important, we've doubled down on those areas, but the application of the technology to so many different verticals is significant. And we are building, our intent is to build a multi-billion-dollar biotech company with multiple verticals, where every 2 to 3 years, we will add another vertical to the company and disrupt a unique marketplace, i.e. psychedelics, traditional Chinese medicine, proteins, etc.
All right, excellent. Thank you. Another viewer here, they're wondering, as far as a business to consumer vertical goes, have you thought, and with the popularity of drinks coming out available to the public, do you see that as a possible vertical?
So obviously, myself, having spent 18 years as a senior executive of the Coca-Cola company, I pretty much understand the power of beverages as an important delivery mechanism. So as we start to think about how we bring our unique cannabis trichomes to the marketplace, beverages will be a very unique delivery mechanism that, our product is just a perfect fit for. You know, currently in the cannabis world, as you know, it's very hard to mix oil and water. And there's a lot of challenges in this area, and you'll end up having to actually produce utilizing emulsions. We have a unique cannabis trichome product. Remember, we're producing 93% trichomes. And with this unique trichome product, it's very easily adaptable to beverages, almost like pulp, like an orange pulp in the beverage that is extremely, that it basically has the ability to withstand the acidity that you have in high acid, low pH beverages, and is an amazing delivery mechanism. So this will be one area. Our VINIA product, as well as our olive cell product and pomegranate cell product, has unique solubility because of the fact that we have glycoside in our polyphenols. And that's why many of the partners we work with, they love the product because it's so soluble. So it fits perfectly for all types of liquid types of products, beverages, coffees, etc. So this will be an important part of how we bring products to market, whether it's on the cannabis side or in our polyphenol antioxidant vertical.
All right, Ilan, thank you so much for joining us today. Excellent presentation. Just fascinating what you're doing.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you for everybody. And if there's any questions that you have, feel free. You can email me at Ilan, I-L-A-N, at bioharvest.com. It's on the corner of the screen here, I think, ILAN at bioharvest.com. And we have a service level agreement with all our future investors and investor partners that you get an answer either from myself or our head of investor relations, Justin, within 48 hours. And feel free to reach out to us. And I look forward to receiving the feedback. Thank you, everybody. And hopefully you've seen a majorly disruptive platform technology that's really hitting hard 3 critical trends that are, the world is dealing with in a massive scale in the area of health and wellness, in the area of sustainability, and being able to do this in a way where you're producing uniquely differentiated product at the lowest cost. And that's what's going to make companies win today as we drive significant value for our shareholder partners. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you so much. Have a great one. Be well out there. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for attending Money Show's Virtual Expo. If you're interested in watching any of these events on demand, please visit virtualpass.moneyshow.com. That will have all the information you'll need. Go ahead and pre-register for any of these virtual events. You'll see more great presentations like you just saw here. So stick around. We have more content coming your way over the next few hours and the next day tomorrow. So thanks a lot for being here. Have a great one.